So congratulations everybody for making it to day 2 of the 365 days to a new you. Oh? So the fact that you made it again today is one big victory for you. There is a guy called Zig Ziglar, very famous guy, we have all heard of him. He says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So yesterday we started and today we are continuing on our journey. Let's talk about the brain for a little bit. So the brain is a pattern making machine, especially brain number 2. If you remember brain 1, brain 2, brain 3. Yeah. Brain 2 is just making patterns all the time. It is the habit forming brain. It loves comfort. It hates change. It makes patterns so that it becomes easier for you, and you fall into the same pattern because it's easier for you, and because easier is comfortable. Your mind wants to stay comfortable. So the mind doesn't like to change. That's the biggest problem with that. Now you might have all experienced this. You're driving to go somewhere, and suddenly you realize, oh my God, you've taken the route that you take every day, because that's the route you normally take, and then you have to correct yourself and come back to the new route. Yeah? Or something new which you've never done before. How reluctant we are to do it, even though we might realize that, okay, it may be very good for you. Or the mind will, let's say you started a new routine, right? And the mind says, oh, let me skip today, I'm very tired. Yeah? So that is the old default you that is protecting you and wanting you to remain the same. So every time you show up here in the morning, especially when you don't feel like it, you are rewiring your brain. So every morning, one at a time, you've been building a new identity. Yeah, so some of you been there right from the beginning, when we started 4 years ago. And some of you have joined yesterday to start the 365-day journey. So every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're rewiring your brain, you're building a new identity, you're getting out of your default mode and becoming the new you. Congratulations for being there. So keep telling this to yourself. I am the one who shows up. I take the action even when I don't feel like it. I don't stop. I'm unstoppable. My destination is very important for me. So I'm not going to stop moving. And I will take daily steps, consistent steps until I reach my destination. So your mission for today is a small one, but a mighty one. So as soon as we end the session today, what are you going to do? Stand up. You're going to stand up anyway. But this time when you stand up, take 3 long deep breaths. Yeah? Slow, long deep breaths. And then say to yourself aloud, I don't need motivation. I need discipline. And I choose discipline right now. Yeah, so do it before you do anything else. The moment the session is over, stand up, take 4 deep breaths and say, I don't need motivation. I need discipline. And I choose it now. And then you can do whatever else you have to do. Now please repeat after me. I am not my excuses. I am not my becauses. I am my actions. And I take those actions. I show up, I take those actions no matter what. So, remember one thing. You made a choice to have a new future. You made a choice to be a new you. Okay? And what was the old you? The old you was the sum total of all the habits that you accumulated every day of your life from the day you were born. Some were good, some were not so good. Some habits brought you to where you are today. So who are you today? The sum total of your habits that you have formed over the years. Of course, you have got knowledge and you've got your skill and everything. And as you know, more than 80% people use less than 10% of their knowledge. So it's not knowledge. It is how much of that knowledge you put into action. And that's where the problem is. Because these actions which you do habitually don't require you to use your brain. And these actions that you do habitually and you don't want to change, when you're doing them, your brain is not working. You don't have to think, na? So comes a point when you stop thinking and thinking itself becomes uncomfortable. So any situation where you have to think, it's uncomfortable and you don't want that. But we are changing all that. Step by step, day by day, we are going to build new habits. And habits that will be consistent with the direction that you wish to take in your life. Actions which will make you successful in whatever goal or whatever path that you've undertaken. So, showing up every day, very important. Discipline is more important than motivation. And one of the things that you can do in this session is to slowly inculcate that discipline of showing up every day, at least. The second one is to do all the things that I'm asking you to do. Again and again, I would recommend that you say this aloud. I don't need motivation. I need discipline. And I choose it now. And do it so often that it becomes a part of your psyche. I don't need motivation. You know something about motivation? You're always looking at it, looking for it from the outside. Just like we are so easily influenced by the outside, we keep seeking influence from the outside. If somebody comes and motivates us, we'll perform. If somebody does not motivate us, we don't perform. Motivation from within is, you know what? Choosing actions, committing to them, and intentionally doing them day after day, day after day, day after day, day after day. Yeah? So again, repeat with me. I am not my excuses. I am not my becauses. I am a me cause person. I am my actions. I show up no matter what. Today and every day, I choose to be a better version of myself. I choose to be better than what I was yesterday. Every day, I am forming habits that will help me reach my destination. So I'm once again reminding you, as soon as this session ends, stand up immediately, take 3 long breaths and say, I don't need motivation, I need discipline, and I choose it now. So, some of you must be wondering, why am I repeating myself so much? For the simple reason that when you do something called spaced repetition, whatever you're repeating gets planted in your brain, it becomes a part of you, and you become a part of it. And there are better chances that you're going to do it. That's why. It is the same reason for which you have to show up every day. To build that consistency that is required. Okay, so that brings me to the end of what I wanted to say. And this is, the time remaining. Let's use it for a little reflection. Okay? And I'd like you to reflect upon where all have we faltered in our life? Where all have we got stopped in our life because some of our old habits took over? So we got habits in everything, right? We got habits in how we talk to people. We even have a voice that we use with different people. Yeah, our demeanor. We have habits about eating, we have got habits about sleeping, we've got habits about getting up in the morning. Dress habits. You name it, we've got a habit. Okay? So as I'm talking, if some of you are beginning to realize, okay, this is something which keeps coming up no matter what I do. This is a habit I'm not able to change at all. What would that be? I will confess, my habit is the love of sweets. I keep saying I shouldn't do it. But I've reduced it considerably. Yeah, but that's one thing keeps coming back. What's yours?